To perform experiments of kinematics of machine in virtual lab, first go to the site that is for mechanics of machines dash nitk dot vlabs dot ac dot in. And different experiments are listed here. So these are the experiments that you can perform here. So I am taking one example of position analysis of Grashof 4-bar mechanism. Once you reach this Grashof 4-bar mechanism, in this theory is given, procedure, self-evaluation, multiple choice questions will be provided here. You can check your knowledge on this topic. And main thing is this simulation which we are interested to perform. Click this simulation. Now I don't have Flash with me, so I am using this link EXPR. So just click this. So once you click this, you will get an interface like this. Now here one example we can take. I have taken this length of links as 70 mm, 70 here centimeters, okay, 70 centimeters, 50 centimeters, 100 centimeters and 90 centimeters. Enter some omega, value of omega for crank. That omega, let's take 1.6 radian per second. So it started here. Now just pause this. When you pause this, you can now enter this different values of length of 4-bar chain. So first length, this is 70. So let's take this length as 70. So this link is fixed. So R1 is always fixed here. Now next is 50 and R3 is 100 and R4 90. So this 100 is maximum value of maximum length of any link. You cannot give length more than 100. So once you get, you can see that this is this configuration this is open configuration and this is crossed configuration. Now from Grashof's law, we know that sum of length of smallest and largest link. This is the smallest link 50 and this is the largest link 100. So sum of these two 150 and sum of other two intermediate links 70 plus 90. So this is 160. So these two, sum of these two smallest and largest is less than 70 plus 90. So you will get all three types of mechanism, that is crank rocker and rocker. All three types of mechanism is possible with this particular configuration. So first we know that from Grashof's law, if one end of the smallest link is fixed, here you can fix this is smallest link and its one end is fixed, therefore you will get crank rocker mechanism. So AB will be crank and CD will be rocker as per Grashof's law. Now you check it whether it is true or not. Here when I try to run this, you can see that AB it is able to rotate, so it is acting as crank, but this CD is only oscillating, that means it is a rocker. Therefore this mechanism is a crank rocker mechanism. In this way you can change the value of, now if you want to fix this AB, so R1 will be 50 and R2 R3 continuously 100 90 and 70, that way you put and try. In that case you should get double crank mechanism. And all this I have explained in Grashof's law in my YouTube video. You can. Next example is, go to again list mechanics of machines lab, experiments, velocity analysis of Grashof 4-bar mechanism. So here velocity analysis of, again I am going directly to simulation part. So here again I am taking this for non-flash users. Now here these dimensions are given. This length R1 is fixed link. So this is O1, O2, O4. This length is R1. This is R2, R3 and R4. So these lengths are given here, and a particular configuration for this when theta 2 is equal to 0. This theta 2 is equal to 0. At that time we have to determine velocity or angular velocity of this link 4. So that you can determine using relative velocity method. For that you have to draw configuration diagram and then velocity diagram you will draw. From that velocity diagram you can determine angular velocity of link 4. This I explained in my YouTube video. You can go through that YouTube video and from there you can understand how to calculate angular velocity of this link 4. And now once you calculate using relative velocity method, you can verify that whether the velocity you are getting using relative velocity method is correct or not by putting this value. So here velocity is given as 1.6 radian per second. So first put 1.6 radian per second as angular velocity. So it started to run. Now you pause it. When you pause, you can enter all these values here. So these values, let me check what are these values. 100. These values are 100, 40, 100 and 80. 100 in mm. I am put all these values in mm. 100, 40, 100, 100 and 80. 80. Now once you run this at different positions of this kinematic chain, you will get different velocity diagram and different velocity of angular velocity of link 4. So here you can see angular velocity of link 4, that is omega 3. This omega 4 is given angular velocity of link 4. This is what you need to calculate. Now you require at a particular instant, that is when theta 2 is equal to 0 degree. For that what you have to do is you just pause it and give the value of 0 degree here. Theta 2, here you can see it is written 130, just change it to 0. So in this particular configuration, when this Grashof linkage is in this position, you have to determine angular velocity of link 4. So here you can see when you put this value 0, you are getting angular velocity of link 4 as minus 1.07 radian per second. This is what you will get. So this minus and plus only showing that whether it is clockwise or anti-clockwise angular velocity. So in this way you calculate using relative velocity method, and then whatever you get, you check whether that value is correct using this virtual lab. Similarly, another example I can I'll be taking, that is third one. Again, list of experiments in this velocity analysis of slider crank mechanism. Let's take slider crank mechanism. So simulation. Again, for non-flash user, same simulation I am using. So this is what this is the interface you will get. Now again, I have taken one example for this also. Here slider crank mechanism, and in this 5 radian per second omega is, let's keep this 5 radian per second. Once you keep this 5 radian, it started to run. When you pause it, now you can enter all these values. These values are given: crank radius as 40 mm, crank radius as 40 mm, and length of connecting rod is given as 100 mm. So put this value 100. So once you put all these two values, you can see this slider crank mechanism. Now when you run this at different position of crank, you can get velocity of connecting rod. You have to determine with the angular velocity of, let me check what you have to determine, with angular velocity obtained from connecting rod, angular velocity of connecting rod. This you need to determine, and at particular configuration, this configuration is given 30 degrees. So just pause this, make this angle 30 degree. So 30 degree, when I enter 30 degree, you can see that angular velocity omega 3, this is the angular velocity of connecting rod. It is you are getting 0.72 from this virtual lab experiment, but you have to draw configuration diagram of this and velocity diagram of this and using relative velocity method you can determine angular velocity of connecting rod, and whatever you get using relative velocity method, you verify that value, you check that value whether it is 0.72 radian per second or not. If it is same, that means it is verified that using relative velocity method you can determine angular velocity of connecting rod. In this way you can perform other experiments also.